Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, Research Stadium, home to the Beavers, and you better get used to the sound of chainsaws as the fans here have been ready for this clash since early this morning. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Beavers will kick it away to start us off. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Kentucky's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Vandergrift. He finds his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
3rd down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So the Oregon State Beavers offense has the ball for the first time. First down here for the offense. Quickly out to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's got it. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. To the air, it's Gulbranson. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires one high and deep. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. And look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. He's looking to pass. Setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
The Beavers decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll start this drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's key. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Vandergriff. It's complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man down the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. They try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught him. He was ready for that play.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Looking to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes the grab. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
From the gun, the ground game. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Back to throw, it's Gulbranson. They're working that left side. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And I love what the quarterback did with his eyes there. 3rd down, you're throwing the hitch against zone. You've got to freeze defenders because they're all watching you. If you eyeball that throw, someone could pick that off and take it to the house. So great job with his eye discipline.
And the Beavers are on the move. On the ground, it's Hankerson. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, my old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to call that situation 3rd and California. Not a lot of plays that you can dial up on the play sheet for that type of down and distance. It makes it so hard on the quarterback. They've got to do a better job of keeping these 3rd downs managed.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the 2nd level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 49. Brings up 2nd down.
Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run play action. He lofts one down the sideline. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
2nd down coming up.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. Dropping back, it's Gulbranson. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads-up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
Now on 1st down from the 28. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines.
7, Oregon State, 0.
They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Bulls his way forward. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Snagged in the middle, it's Clemens. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Looking downfield, it's Gulbranson. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point.
That ties the game at 7.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll ride the hot hand. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Vandergrift. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
2nd down coming up. Quarterback on the keeper. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well, but you see how mixing in the quarterback run too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Gain of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Branson. Grabs it in the middle. Tackle is made after the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He wants to throw. Finds his tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Line getting set on 2nd down. The give on the inside. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Beavers are marching down the field. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man. It's Clemens. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hankerson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Dropping back, it's Branson. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
And the Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The play action fake. And they got him for the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Terry. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Gulbranson. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback's throwing from the pocket. He's trying to fit that football into a real small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball loose from the receiver. Great job.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Clemens. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They want to just keep throwing it. Got his man to the left. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a 1st half.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Beavers!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang.
The freshman able to get home with the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility. Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. He's right on target. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Back to throw, it's Gulbranson. Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on third down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
The Beavers line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Dialing up a second down pass play. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. When a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. He lobs one high down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Really good job by the defense taking away the deep ball. Remember, you can roll those corners up, or you can roll those corners back. You want to take away the deep ball, keep them back deep. You want to take away the shallow stuff, bring them up tight on the line of scrimmage.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. To the air, it's Gulbranson. He'll take another shot here. Pulls it in on the left. Got a lot of running room. The tag. Touchdown, Oregon State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. Putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defense is going to have to get something figured out.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Flushed out of the pocket. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Bringing it back, it's Wells. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Pulls it, fired complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. He'll do it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
The Beavers will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. On the move, it's Brown. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking for a man. It's Vandergrift. Got out of trouble and throws. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, it's out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw, it's Vandergriff. Quick strike complete. Finds a crease at the 20. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying, and a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
On first down from the 13-yard line. They'll try the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They give it to him again. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Touchdown, Kentucky.
Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Griffin. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up a touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. Turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
After the short completion, it's now second down. Looking downfield, it's Branson. Finds the tight end. Still running at the 40. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
On 3rd down, going up top. Unloads to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the Beavers will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fair catch called for and made. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They move the tight end all over. Quick handoff. And he'll be brought down.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the Wildcats get enough for the 1st down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the 1st down.
The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Key. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. It didn't happen that time. The defense was able to get a negative play.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Vandergrift. Took a shot as he threw.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Coming after him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now they'll run the draw. And he finds no running room at all, and the third quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the fourth. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Fires left. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on third down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked off.
The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. On the return, it's Brown. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Looking for a gap. It's Hankerson. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Hard running there. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the right side. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to bow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding 1st and goal. What do most people do on 1st and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. It's now 3rd and goal.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. They're bringing heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half, and I think that's the right decision.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Takes a hit as he fires. With the catch, it's Brown. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Great veteran presence in the pocket. He knew he was going to take a hit on that one. Motion from the offense. Headed for the corner on the jet sweep. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, you just hold your breath every time this particular receiver gets the ball in his hands. Because of his speed, he's dangerous to score every single time he touches it. That time on the jet sweep, though, the defense did a better job playing team defense and getting him on the ground.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Vandergriff. It's caught. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle. It's Clemens. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Beavers have taken it inside the 20. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Looking down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Kentucky right back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Vandergrift. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Kentucky, 21.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Griffin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this 4th quarter.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake. He's got his man. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Beavers send out the punt unit. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for a man, it's Vandergrift. He wants a big play here late. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Wants to throw on second down. Caught over the middle. It's White. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Number 7.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Branson. Makes the grab on the left.
I got to tell you, I love the thought on offense. You want to get one of the fastest players in the country the ball in space, see if he can break one, make you a big play in a 2-minute situation. But that's just a better job tackling by the defense. They practice that all week, and it shows up big here late.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. In a tight game like this, it's no time for complacency, David.
Nah, your defense just let you down a little bit. You still got the lead. Fourth quarter, Palmer, it's go time.
Yeah, I think we're going to find out a lot about the composure of this offense right here. They've got to be able to answer the bell.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. The give to the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, no big surprise here in the 4th quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. Going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Pressure coming. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
3rd down coming up.